Alright guys, so tonight what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a shoulder workout. I recently had like a strain in a back muscle, so one of the big things that we're going to focus on tonight is how to work out around a strain or a pulled muscle so that way you don't actually further make it worse. And that's just what we're going to do. So here we go. Alright, so to start out, what we have with is a rotator cuff warm-up where it's just going to be adduction and abduction of both sides. Try to keep your elbows in line with your body, and you want to keep your shoulders as straight as possible. And then we move on to a lateral raise just as a warm-up. That way that the entire shoulder itself is being warmed up before you put any heavy weight on it. Okay, so this is the type of warm-up that I normally don't do, but like I said, since my back was a little injured, I decided to do some lightweight shoulder press, going full range of motion, starting with a wide grip, and then after I hit a set number with the wide grip, I went for a neutral grip, just so I could keep that shoulder a little bit more rounded. Next up, we have the side lateral raise, in which you grab a handle or a bar and you slightly put yourself at an angle, and then the cable is actually coming from behind your body and you're lifting out to the side. Do a set number for one side and then repeat for the other. Alright, next is I did a variation of a front raise using the cables, starting with the cables actually behind my back and then bringing them straight up to above my head. Palms are actually face down the entire time that I was doing this one. I kept it with lightweight again just to not strain myself. But then I did this as a superset, and what we did was we moved it into a full range shoulder press, and we actually slowed down the pace at which we did the shoulder press using the cables. Alright, so next I actually decided to throw in a giant set. This set of exercises wasn't primarily aimed towards shoulders, but I do feel it in my shoulders when I'm actually doing the lift. So the first one, I did a front pull down with a straight arm. It mainly, you feel it in the shoulders, but it hits your serratus anterior a lot. And then all I did for the second exercise was I stood into the upright position and then kept the same weight and just kept going. Now I'm moving into the third exercise, and what I did was I used my knee as support and did an upright, a rear delt row, just slow and steady, keeping the tension, but once again this was a lighter lift because of the back strain. Alright, so to help end the workout rear delt wise, I decided to do some face pulls. For the face pulls, I actually went a little bit heavier in weight, not going really heavy, but I would say a moderate weight. That way I can really feel in the rear delts and a little bit of my medial back. Okay, so to end the actual workout, what I started with was rear delt flies, and what I did was I kept full range of motion for them, but I had the weights preset in front of me so that I can actually move from one exercise right into a rear delt row. a slight variation of it rather than actually using a straight bar. I did 2 dumbbells while keeping myself in the lower position. Okay, and then to finish off the night, what I actually started doing was I did a giant set of sorts, keeping tension on the abs the entire time, trying to minimize the swing. We start with a full toes to bar, and then next I composed myself here, and then we just did a hanging leg raise. This way, bring your toes about anywhere from belly button height to nipple, and then as soon as you hit your desired number for that, what we're actually going to do is we jump into just knee raises, still hanging, but by this time you should start swaying a little bit because you are going to start exhausting your abdominal muscle. Alright, so that's everything for the shoulder workout tonight. As you can see, shoulders are actually like one of my biggest weak points, and being as what I pulled was technically like in my upper neck. Tomorrow when I do back, I will work on my rear delts a little bit more as compared to tonight. Since the injury was back related, I kind of didn't hit rear delts as hard as I would on a normal shoulder day. I stuck mainly with anterior and medial deltoid, so your front and your side. But that's everything. So go comment on the video, like the video, share the video, and let me know if you guys want to see anything different. Adios.